Hello friends, welcome back to Striving Aspirants. Today we are discussing an HR topic which is motivation. Let us look into the introduction related to this subject. Motivation is all about inner tension. Every individual is unique and every individual is having different characters. Inner tensions or the needs of every individual will be different. The inner tensions include one's hope, one's desire, wish, fear, intention to do something special. So motivation, we can say, it activates the people to move from one place to another. What an individual is having inside, that power is enabling the people to move to do a particular act. In other words, we can say it is the compulsion to do something. This process is beginning with the awareness of a need. Every individual will be having a need or a sense of tension upon which the individual is proceeding to satisfy that particular need or the dispersal of that tension, and this process will be repeating for every individual according to their inner tensions. How we can check the real performance of an organization or the real performance of the employees? This is including not only the motivation but the ability or the capacity of every individual matters. So performance of an employee is the combination of the ability of the employee and the motivation provided to that particular employee. If proper motivation is provided to a employee in an organization or a company, that is one of the important factor which will be helping to boost the health of a organization. Motivation concerns two important points. Why people choose to do one thing rather than another at certain times than others. Secondly, the amount of effort or the action that people put into their activities. Motivators will increase the job satisfaction and the individuals will be performing based upon their values, beliefs, attitudes, needs and goals. So as I said before, the performance of an organization is based on the motivation provided to the employees. Finding out the numerous capability of employee is an important thing related to this subject. To conclude, it should be given maximum attention at supervisory level in order to motivate the team members of that particular department. Let us check the definition of motivation. Motivation can be defined as the will to do, the urge to achieve goals and drive to excel. According to Harold Kuhns, motivation is a general term applying to the entire class of drive, desire, need, wishes, wants and other similar forces. So here Harold Kuhns is particularly pointing out the inner tensions of a individual. And according to Stephen P. Robbins, motivation as the willingness to exert high levels of effort toward organizational goals, conditioned by the effort and ability to satisfy some individual need. Here he concentrates on the achievement of organizational goals through the performance of employee. Sufficient effort and ability that should be put into effect in order to satisfy the individual need and the organizational needs. Now we will see the relation between motivation and needs. It is very much clear that without a need, there will not be any motivation. If there is a need, that need to be motivated in order to achieve that one. So both the motivation and the needs are interconnected. And the behavior of an individual at a particular time, which will be influenced by his or her needs. So what about the need? It is a condition requiring some necessary thing. This will be physically or psychologically achieved. When there is a strong need, this is likely to have the greatest influence on employees' behavior. So motivation is said to relate to need, in that a person with a particular need will be motivated to engage in behavior that will be leading to the greater satisfaction of that particular need. So an individual will be having a need and that should be motivated in order to achieve his need. Similarly, in the case of a company or an employee, if the employee is having a need, the department supervisor is required to find it out from the employees. Whatever their needs, that should be taken care of by the supervisor or the manager of that particular department in order to achieve the same. That will definitely lead to the achievement of the goals of the organization. Now we will see the demotivation. It is the opposite of motivation. When there is reduction in motivation levels, that situation is called as demotivation. So it is important for a manager or the supervisor of a particular department to find it out the employee is happy or not in the organization. If the employee is not happy, they have to find it out the reason for the same and to motivate them in order to get back to the track of their jobs. Hence we can say eliminating negative attitude and understanding the individual needs, which are the key components in the process of motivating people to work better. When the job increase or when there will be tight schedules, specialized or divided into narrow minute tasks, there will be a lot of frustration arising among the employees. There will be disappointment or frustration that will block to achieve the goals of the organization, moreover to achieve the goals and needs of the employees. If there is not sufficient or adequate quality of work-life factors, then that will lead to demotivation. If there is delay in the case of grievance handling, the grievance or the problems that is reported by the employees is taking very lag, then that will lead to demotivation, and the employees might begin to rebel strongly against the company in this stage. Hypocrisy, lack of transparency, unfairness or discrimination, frequent changes in the environment, substandard quality of products sold by the organization, these all will be powerful demotivators. So we have to remove all these type of situations and need to motivate the employees to achieve the goals of organization and moreover the needs and the goals of the employees. In the case of a manufacturing organization, when there is situation of compartmentalization and there will be work schedules, watertight zones, making the person to do a lot of work, treating like a piece of equipment or tool that perform only one job, these all lead to demotivation. And moreover, when there is mismatch between the words or the commands from the supervisor or the manager, this all makes problems in the employees. There will be situation that the employees are given assurance that problems will be solved in the organization, and that will not be carried out and that will be delayed. Such hypocrisy and evilness will be noticed in the management is one of the strongest demotivators. A typical hypocrisy would be observed in an organization that is inviting feedback, openness. Whatever the problems of the organization's employees, that will be invited, but that will not be solved. And the main intention of inviting all this type of feedback from the employees is to find it out the rebels in the organization or in the workforce. So these all about the motivation and demotivation. I hope you got a simple idea regarding this subject. Thank you for watching this video presentation. This is bye from Striving Aspirants. We will see in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye bye.